Welcome to the best small business podcast, where you get powerful insights, breakthrough ideas, and simple solutions to make your business unbelievably successful. I'm Rich G.
And I'm BJ Flagg, and this is episode 160, Social Platform Maturity. Where is your business and where do you want to be? Where do you need to be? So this is a great topic.
I can't talk. I'm not mature at all.
I know. Do you act your age or your shoe size? That's my question.
I have no idea, but I'm definitely not mature when it comes to this.
No. I think I'm more of a shoe size person. So, I think it's so amazing how much has changed in social media, even just in the past year. So this is a really good time to look at it.
Absolutely. A lot of people, because they're worried about a lot of other things because of COVID and stuff, they might have forgotten a little bit of social media, and or they're just doing the same old stuff. And we're here today that because things have changed, you might need to make a subtle shift in how you communicate to your customers.
Oh, yeah. And, we're talking about the LinkedIn platform, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, even Reddit, Twitter, Medium. There's so many different platforms out there, and depending on who your demographic is, you're going to be needed to be on a certain platform. So I think these tips today will kind of get you into the headset of knowing, oh, okay, I should really be looking at this.
Yep. So what's our first tip, BJ?
All righty. Access your current analytics. I know this is a shocker. BJ talking about analytics again. Look at your analytics about how your social flows into your business, how it relates to your business. It's been a while since you probably have looked at your analytics this way and seen which platform is serving up the leads and conversions that you want every month.
Absolutely.
So good time to do it.
Yeah. Also, review where you are and get real about the amount of energy and engagement your company has been putting towards supporting that platform. Yeah. Really review back, look back the last 3, 6, 12 months and understand, have you been regular at it? Have you been engaging your audience? What's going on?
Have you built your followers? Have you been following more people? There's so many questions that you really kind of have to look at yourself and review. Is there a platform that, maybe has more of your demographic on it and you should research and begin having a presence on it? Good question.
Yeah, a lot of people, it's like there's no time like the present to look at revamping your messaging and flow. And I say this to every one of my clients. Years ago, you'd have to pay thousands of dollars for phone book advertising to advertise your business. This is free. This is free. So instead of paying for your messaging, you have to put time into it. And that's what people think, oh, it's easy. Just plop that stuff out there and I don't really care. Guess what? Nobody cares about that.
Yeah, so those days are over. Yeah. And that brings us into tip number 2.
Yeah, tip 2 is to tweak and assess your content all the time. Understand who you are now speaking to. Have they changed? Has your audience changed?
Exactly. What type of topics are most important right now? Think of the last 7 months, how much things have changed. What is your audience and how do they, how can you position your business to help them?
Yeah. And that's a key word. How do you position your business to help them now? Yeah. Because your other customers might have your needs. Somebody that never walked into a Home Depot might need a generator now or might need something else now. And it's like you need to communicate to them and you're probably not. When you're presenting your content to people, we want you always to speak clearly, speak simply, Don't use buzzwords or acronyms, because the minute someone sees something they don't understand, you've lost them.
Oh yeah.
Talk in their language. And again, if your audience has changed, you might have to change the way you talk to this new audience.
Yeah. And really your job is to show them the benefit of your business, product, or service. Show how it, will be change their life, change their career, show them the end result, and how their life will be after they use it. It's the old famous, Stephen Covey, begin with the end in mind.
Too many people just throw crap out there. And I hate to use that word, but they go, hey, I sell gutters. Here's a picture of a gutter. And you're like, no, nobody cares about the gutter. What they care about is that their house looks nice and that during a rainstorm, they don't have water flowing down into their basement and stuff like that. Show the benefit. Don't show clean gutters on top. It's like nobody wants that. So,
oh my God. And really, I'm all about the content calendar.
Yeah.
Just be more regular with your content schedule.
I put that in for you, BJ. I knew you'd freak out on that.
Thank you. I would totally go off on it. The regularity it delivers a consistent message, to potential clients and customers, and they really appreciate it because they can almost hear your voice because you've been so good with your content.
And a content schedule makes it easier for you. So you're not constantly thinking, what the heck am I going to talk about today? If you have a schedule, you sit down and spend 10 minutes laying out what you want to talk about that week or that month.
Yeah.
You look more professional when you do this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And you know what? The era of hiring an intern to do your social media is over, folks. Over. People can smell it when you are not doing your own social media from a mile away.
Yeah, authenticity is key.
Yeah.
Years ago, years, like a few years ago, you could have that college intern come in and just plop out articles and write something up quickly for you. People are looking for that personal touch, and the social media that's done where the people are authentic are the ones that are going to attract people. The ones that they see that aren't authentic, they're like, this is just a machine doing it. I don't really care.
It's just like white noise. They go right over it.
Absolutely.
Tip number 3 is, have you jumped into video? And I can't believe I'm saying this 2020, because I really think we started talking about this about 4 years ago. But have you jumped into video or any type of animated graphics? There's so many ways for you to be able to do this. It used to be thousands and thousands of dollars, and now we're using our iPhone to take quick videos. And again, the videos are going to continue to grow. For the past 7 months, we've all gotten used to looking at ourselves in the Zoom. Now let's use that familiarity to kind of dive into video. I think you'll be happy.
Absolutely. Whether it's for your website or social media, now's the time. If you're interested in seeing some really killer animated graphics, and BJ and I have talked about this, go to the Apple site and look at their new iPad, the iPad Air, that page.
Yes.
The way they use graphics, it pulls you in, and it's informing you very simply. It's not hitting you with all of these statistics and numbers. It's talking to you about all the benefits each time as you scroll, and you could do it on your phone too. It's like they've made it
beautiful.
Yeah, it's really well done, well done. So
when you think of a mature platform like YouTube, it's another large platform that can act as where you can curate and push customers to your site or to whatever your messages are. If you're interested, for instance, in e-commerce, Rich, you've got a phenomenal program that, you've used YouTube now for a while.
Absolutely. I have a Get That Job boot camp where I help people find a job. It's a very linear process, and it's a set of 5 master classes, 5.5 hours, but I combine it with live group coaching every week,
Yeah.
so people get that. They just don't get the online stuff. They're getting to touch me every week. So it's leveraging, the platform very succinctly.
Oh, yeah. And I think the part that I love about it is the idea that you tweak it all the time. So you're constantly bringing it up to date, and here's this new component, and here's something else you have to do. And that's the beauty of video, is just go to the next video, get yourself there and get to the next video. That's the beauty of what's happening there. Give
Yeah.
us tip number. Yep.
Yeah, well, just to end out YouTube videos, I'm an avid viewer. I follow a 24-year-old farmer in Iowa. Okay. Does
Yeah.
that sound weird? But he posts every day. Are you sitting down? He has 420,000 followers.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
420,000 followers. So
Wow.
if you're saying, oh, that's stupid, I don't think it's good, how would you like to have almost 500,000 people following your product or service?
Really? I think that's amazing.
Tip 4, make the hard decision. Pivot to another platform if you see your demographics move there, your audience move there. Learn the platform first, play with it daily to better understand how it works and how it might communicate to your audience.
Right. You might get on it and you realize after, a couple of weeks, no. They might be on here, but they're just sitting on here. So why put the money toward it? But, it's so important to know each platform and see if your demo's, showing up over there.
Yeah, and start to follow key users who are advanced and see what they're doing and how they're doing it. What are they posting? How are they speaking? What do they do? So start to follow the advanced users.
Yeah.
Talent imitates, genius steals. Understand what they're doing and do what they're doing.
Yeah, we were laughing about TikTok while we were putting this all together, because Rich and I have to go on a lot of these platforms just because we talk about them. And
Yes.
We were sitting there going, ew, this is another Snapchat situation where we have to try to understand it. Not only do we have to understand how the platform works, but we have to then figure out from a brand standpoint, how can this be beneficial to one of our key demographics?
Yeah.
So it's a project.
It's interesting. And also go and see what your competition's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Where are they? Where, when did they pivot? Where did they pivot? Understand, always track what your competition's doing. Keep your ear to the ground.
Yeah. Because you never know when something's going to kind of take off. A lot of people laughed at Instagram. People are just putting pictures up. What's that all about? Oh, wait and see. And look where we are now, 10 years later. So it's pretty amazing. We've got a great resource for you today. This is tricky because the industry changes so often. We picked a book from Robert Miller. He finished it in April. It, published in April. It's actually 3 books in one: Social Media Marketing Mastery for 2020. How to build a brand and become an expert influencer using Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Those are kind of your big ones. And obviously LinkedIn is a big one too. But the 3 books are great.
Yep. There's some really good stuff. It's a collection that allows you to slowly grow your mastery in social media. Yeah. So it not only, you could probably flip through some of this if you really know Instagram, but there's still a lot to learn here when you're tapping into or maybe pivoting to another platform.
Yeah. And I think, we talked earlier about, quote, it doesn't cost money. It does when you begin to do your promotions. So this type of book helps you kind of walk through that and understand a little bit more about making money online, which I think is, it's fantastic. So great book, good fast read.
And that's it for today. Hit the subscribe button down below to ensure you never miss an episode. And if you like this podcast, feel free to share it with your friends. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Click the thumbs up button. The more you click, the more people hear our weekly podcasts.
And we want to thank all of our core business partners who have helped us hit 160 podcasts. And of course, our producer and editor, Richard Scalzo, the man who makes everything happen. Speak to you soon and have an unbelievable week.
Catch you later.